This is your boy Shadraka Crap, and I'm here with another entertainment update. Yeah, the 2019 VGMA brawl between Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy on the awards night that made the award organizers ban both artists for some time. Eventually, Stonebwoy was seen back on the VGMA scheme and already bagging some awards when the ban was lifted off from both artists by the organizers. Stonebwoy went back to the scheme, but Shatta Wale was still missing on VGMA scheme. Well, the CEO of Shatta House, the organizer of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, I'm talking about Mrs. Theresa herself has explained everything why Shatta Wale is still missing on VGMA, even after the ban was lifted off him. During her interview on Joy News, she also disclosed that they are willing to get Shatta Wale back on the scheme. She said they are ever ready to sit down with Wale, solve everything amicably, and bring him back to the VGMA scheme. The CEO of Shatta House got this to say about Shatta Wale and all that VGMA brought her.
I want to ask you, and I'm happy that from the beginning you spoke about how the bashing and all the things that is associated with VGMA.
Yes.
How did you manage this particular bashing? I think 2013, 2014, when Shatta Wale was given to you, your husband, your organization,
all of that.
How did you manage it?
It wasn't a pleasant experience. It was very unpleasant because we felt that we are partners in the industry and we are really doing a great job of trying to promote Ghanaian music. We do understand that everybody has an opinion on who they think should have won and all of that, but we've stressed and we've emphasized that Shatta House is not responsible for deciding who wins, that we put together a process, a three-tiered process that generates the results. And so the results that are announced are a combination of the three processes that we've put in place. And so in those days, people probably didn't understand the process, and so they immediately attacked us directly. But the thing is that we take all this as feedback, and we always go back and review the process and make sure that we are tightening all the loopholes to make sure that the results that come out are more representative of the industry. But we feel that it's okay, whilst it's right, it's okay to express your opinion. When it goes overboard and gets to the point of threatening and libeling and all of that, slandering and libeling and all of that, then we felt that we had to take some legal action because we had to protect our reputations. There are what you call digital footprints, and when your reputation is smeared, through such a smear campaign and is put out there in the digital space, and somebody goes to Google your company, maybe they want to give you a contract or something. They Google your company and that things like Shatta House is a criminal organization. Comes up. They would not be able to have that whole background information. All they know is that Shatta House is a criminal organization. So it's important for us to put out there in that same digital space that the person who called us a criminal organization has been taken to court or sued for libel. So we had to put it out there, and in some cases we're able to get a retraction from the perpetrators, and we published those retractions as well, which at least cleared our image. So when it comes to issues of cyberbullying and threats and these kind of things, you have to take action because you can't let them slip. Years before we used to ignore them, but when this became very serious, we were very worried that maybe some fanatic out there could just begin to take action into their own hands because of how they are feeling, because their artist is inciting them. So we had to really take serious action about that. This was a situation where my kids were coming from school and telling me that this is what their friends were saying about. So we realized that this thing is getting very widespread, and if we don't do something about it, it's not going to end well. So we had to take action.
And so the court settled it.
Yes, it was settled in court. And
will you ever accept Shatta back to VGMA, since we've seen Stonebwoy come back?
I think we are open to a conversation. We just want to make sure that the scheme is respected, and whoever agrees to be part of the scheme, agrees to abide by the outcome of the scheme, and most importantly, just give it that respect, because we give every musician the necessary respects, and the industry must also give us that respect for what we do, because we are collaborators in the industry. So we are happy to sit around the table and have a decent conversation, which is what we did with the Stonebwoy team. We invited them, we had a conversation, we all agreed on how to work together better for the betterment of the industry, and we proceeded, but we haven't had the chance to do that with Shatta Wale's team.
So Shatta says that if you call him, he will be willing to do so. Will you do that?
Well, we will explore that. We will explore that. I mean, we want to be as inclusive as possible. So we are happy to have a conversation, but as decent as adults and as mature people. We can have that conversation. Yeah.
Okay. Is this something you've already planned doing?
Well, because we made overtures which were not responded to, we moved on.
Okay.
So
you actually approached him, and
at the time that we reached out to the two. We reached out to the two, Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale. Yeah, I think that was a few years back. Yeah, we reached out to them
immediately after the incident.
Yes, I think after a year or so, we reached out to them.
Okay,
and Stonebwoy's team responded, and we had a conversation. But the other team, they didn't respond.
Okay.
So we haven't had a conversation.
So that means that the ban has been lifted?
Oh, yes.
Has it officially been lifted?
It was officially lifted. It was at the point at which it was lifted that we had the meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was Mrs. Theresa Ayuade. She said they are ready to get Shatta Wale back to the award scheme, but they have to do that maturely and peacefully. I think they have missed my man. What do you also think, guys? As a fan of Wale, what do you make out of this? Should Wale accept and sit down with Shatta House? Should Wale go back to the VGMA scheme? Let me know your opinion in the comment section. Yeah. Yo, this is your boy, Shatta Wale. Subscribe to this channel for more entertainment updates.
Subscribe Shatta Wale channel for more entertainment updates.